Volvo XC90, honestly, one of my very favorite SUVs. It is a 3-row SUV, great for families. It has so much luxury. I feel like everybody sleeps on this SUV, to be honest. I think it's just so good. Halfway through 2025, we get a mid-year refresh. So this is technically a 2025 and a half. It gets a new grille, which I absolutely love, new headlamps, new some updates on the rear, new tech inside. I'm not a huge fan of the new user interface. It's still Google based, but it's very laggy, and CarPlay does not want to connect for me unless I am hardwired in. Let me give you a closer look. I really do love this. You know, it's still iconic Volvo front end. There's no mistaking this is a Volvo when you see this coming. But the grille is new. I love this design. It is, to me, it is gorgeous. It's so elevated. We get thinner headlamps than before. There's still the Thor's hammer headlights that are iconic Volvo. This is denim blue. We have some changes to the design of the hood as well. But again, like I mentioned, it's not like a huge change where you're like, wow, that's a Volvo. It's still absolutely Volvo, no mistaking it. These are beautiful 21-inch wheels. This is the Ultra trim, which is the top spec for the plug-in hybrid. And because of that, it has a ton of great options. The spec I have also has the air suspension option on it, which is $2,350 Canadian and I believe $1,800 US as an option. But I do like the air ride suspension. It just gives it a smoother ride. Also, it lifts and lowers, so when you get out of the car, it lowers, just making it easier to get in and out. You can also lift and lower from the back to improve or to make it easier to get things in and out of the cargo area. Some updates on the back, but it's really not super noticeable. They still call this the T8 plug-in hybrid. Plenty of room back here, and like I said, you can lift and lower the suspension from back here. So plenty of room with the third row seats down. And we have a privacy shade, which I will pull out and put up the third row to show you how much room we have. There's the buttons to lift and lower the suspension, and then we have a 12-volt back here, as well as some lights and some hooks. Quiet in hybrid mode, and a turbocharged 4-cylinder with an electric motor on the rear axle. So all-wheel drive, 455 horsepower and 523 pound-feet of torque. So it's smooth and quiet, and the air suspension, everything just feels so good, but it's also really powerful. This T8 can also tow up to 5,290 pounds. So it's quite, like I say, it's powerful. And with these leather seats, heated, ventilated, so many different positions, they're just so comfortable. I love driving almost any Volvo, and the XC90, of course, one of my favorites. I actually think if I were to buy an SUV, it might be the XC60. Love that one so much. All right, you will see before I crawl in here, these seats up here are amazing. Perforated, so many power settings, comfortable, massaging, heated, cooling, very luxurious. The system comes on automatically when I get in. It is an Android-based system, and this is a new 11.3, I think, inch screen. It's new for this 2025 and a half. But I will say I have found it very frustrating. I actually like Volvo's old system better because I have not been able to connect my phone to CarPlay unless I am connected via USB-C. And the Bluetooth is also very moody. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Climate is in here, heated and ventilated seats. Lots of apps, YouTube, it's got everything. You can change the settings of the creep or hold, so it's kind of like an EV in that regard because of the plug-in hybrid status. Speaking of plug-in hybrid, 53 kilometers or 32 miles in pure electric range with this plug-in hybrid. It automatically starts in pure mode, which is electric, and I actually tend to change it to I tend to change it to hybrid because I want both. If you want power, just gas, you use power. There's off-road mode, and then all-wheel drive. So off-road, it's lifting the air suspension right now. I don't know if you can see that, but it's lifting it off-road. And then all-wheel drive mode, which I would imagine would be automatically all-wheel drive. But I've been getting up to 66 kilometers in pure electric range, not 53. And that's just plugging in at home overnight on a level 1. We have an all dark interior on this. You can get different specs, but this one is all dark on dark. I love this. Some haptic end buttons here to customize your screen. I do like this screen. I hope this improves with some over-the-air updates over time. We have a huge head-up display in this top trim. And again, this Bowers & Wilkins sound system is just top-notch. It is so great. There's speakers everywhere in here. And then we have 3-position memory seating, which I really appreciate. The gorgeous crystal gear selector is fantastic. And finally, I've been wanting this on a Volvo for so long. They have always had a great backup camera, but they usually, or previous to this, this and this would be on 2 different screens. It would not be combined together, and I love this. So you have your 360 view, and then you have your backup camera. I love that so much. Wireless charging pad, USB-C is in here, 2 good size cup holders. And then we do have a couple of hard touch buttons, but basically everything is controlled in this screen. And as you can see, it is a Google-based system. So if you connect your Gmail to this, everything would be in here for you. You could voice command your calendar and your contacts and your email, and all of that would be in your car, which, I mean, I always really do appreciate that. I think the Google-based systems are really good. I didn't get the spec sheet for this, but on the top trim, it's supposed to be Napa leather, but this feels like faux leather, and I think that the faux leather is an option for 2025.5, so I think that's what they did with this spec, but I'll have to confirm in the notes below after the fact. So the XC90 comes standard with captain's chairs in the second row, but a bench seat like this is no additional charge. So this one seats 7 because we have this center seat here, but typically you would have captain's chairs and 2 seats in the third row. A lot of room. I have a privacy shade, which I love. The Bowers & Wilkins sound system is so amazing. It is my favorite audio system of all time in all vehicles. It is an option even on this top Ultra. The Bowers & Wilkins is $3,750 Canadian as an option. So I did look it up and I can't remember. It's probably around, I'm going to guess around $2,500 US. I'm 5'1" and I have lots of room. I love the light headliner. It just gives it so much more brightness in here. Of course, a huge panoramic sunroof, which is standard across all trims of the XC90. Actually, we even have rear climate control and rear heated outboard seats, and a lot of beautiful details. The wood, leather, vents, micro suede hooks, handles, like it's all just, it feels very solid on a Volvo. I love that. Now let's see how we get in the third row without a pass through here. Let's check it out. Oh, well, that was clumsy. I would say for that reason alone, this is not a full-time third row, just how difficult it was for me to get back here. We have a little pocket and some cup holders. No chargers, but we do have vents back here. We have a big vent here and a vent on the pillar on both sides. We have speakers back here, lights. But I would not consider this to be a full-time third row. I was wrong. That Bowers & Wilkins audio system is $3,200 US as an option, 37.5 Canadian. 37.50 Canadian. I love so much about the XC90, always have. I guess I kind of forgot how small the third row is though. I guess it's been about a year since I've been in the XC90. Regardless, if you don't need a full-time third row, I love this SUV. So much to love. The luxury, the sound system, how it drives. It's very powerful. It's quiet in electric mode. We have that pure electric range. I mean, I was getting up to 66 kilometers. Which means, again, I know this, I say this every time I have a plug-in hybrid, but that means when you are just commuting during the week or doing your day-to-day, you could be running purely on EV mode all week. And then you go downtown or you do a road trip or whatever, you have the gas range. Like right now I have 40 kilometers in electric range plus the gas tank. I have 540 kilometers in range right now. I love that about PHEVs. It's just like there's never any reason for range anxiety. There's no way. Pricing, it's not cheap. This one is more expensive than the mild hybrid gas, XC90, and so this one starts at 91,000 Canadian for the PHEV, which is about 73,000 US dollars. Sorry, starting is 73 US dollars. I don't do a conversion with currency. I go look up the actual pricing on the consumer websites because currency exchange changes daily, especially right now. As tested, this one is 105,000 Canadian dollars. That air suspension, the Bowers & Wilkins sound system, and the Ultra are all additions. As tested, if I priced it out correctly on the Volvo US website, 86,495 US dollars. So it's not a cheap vehicle. I mean, this is a luxury SUV. I consider Volvo to be a luxury SUV. It is very well made, is very comfortable, is beautiful to look at, has great features. Let me know what you think. Please do hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys soon.